Hey guys, what's up? It's Sphamedia here once again, and today I thought I'd make a three-part video talking about the tailed beasts and what they're capable of, a little bit of their background by themselves, rather than going into the origins of the tailed beast. But before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I thought I'd point out why these creatures get sealed rather than killed. A Reddit user by the name Madbase pointed out in fact that they are part of the god tree, making them immortal. So rather than trying to kill something that can't die, people would often try and seal these beasts to get a few years of reprieve and let their nations grow. So now that we've covered that, let's get into the video. So let's start off with the one-tails. He's also known as Shikaku, and he's the second most well-known tailed beast, and his design is based off of a tanuki, which is like a dog raccoon that resides in Japan. His personality is a bit of a wild child, and he's one of the hardest tailed beasts to actually tame as a Jinchuriki. He was actually known to take control over his Jinchuriki as they slept, which created a lot more issues for the people trying to harness his power and weaponize it. And he was also known as one of the most resentful tailed beasts towards the Ninetales, because the Ninetales basically spread rumours that the number of tails that a beast had was relative to their power. His powers are based around a magnetic release, which gives him the power over sand on a molecular level, and is also in part why Gaara has his sand technique. When it comes to his Jinchuriki, his first Jinchuriki was Priest Bunbuku. During this time, the priest was placed in a dungeon with a large kettle, guarded at all times, and this persisted for a number of years. This led to a lot of the citizens of the sand village believing that the tailed beast was actually the living ghost of this priest. But his most famous Jinchuriki was Gaara, one of the most prominent characters on the TV show. The second tailed beast, Matatabi, designed after Bakeneko of Japanese mythology. Much like the first tailed beast, people believed that the second tails was actually a living ghost, which is a strange coincidence, as this tailed beast is actually affiliated with the Land of Lightning. And that's because its first Jinchuriki, Yugito Nai, is from. This Jinchuriki was actually placed in a deplorable training program to control its tailed beast powers as an overall attempt to weaponize the beast. This beast grants its Jinchuriki impeccable speed and strength to be used in tandem with its fire release techniques to overpower its enemies. The third tailed beast, Uzubu, was another tailed beast to inhabit one of the Kages, being the Mizukage, and because of this it's usually associated with the Mist Village, even though two of its three Jinchuriki were actually from the Leaf Village, one being Rin and the other obviously being Naruto, the only Jinchuriki to control all 9 beasts at one time. This beast has the power of water release, but also in the anime Yin release, and it was one of the only tailed beasts to be captured not as an action of weaponization, but actually to make it find peace and to stop its destructive nature. The only time it was ever actually weaponized when it was used as a Trojan horse within Rin to attack the Leaf Village, but that failed as Kakashi killed Rin before she could actually reach the Leaf Village. This tailed beast in combat is actually one of the most diverse, as it has high defensive capabilities, and to overcome its speed issues it can roll up in a ball and actually travel at high speed, and it can actually deflect enemy attacks with shockwaves released from its tail, and in tandem with its ice and water related attacks, it's one of the most destructive forces in the 5 nations. But if you guys like that video, don't forget to like and comment. I'm going to break these videos down into 3 parts. Obviously, if I just dumped the 9 of them at you all at one time, it would become quite hard to follow, and I think the video would proceed over 15 minutes. If you want to find out when the next one comes out, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.